Alright, so in this video, I want to talk to you about how to start a one-person micro products business. And in my opinion, this is the easiest way to start earning money online. People think that to start a business, you need to start an e-commerce business, a dropshipping business. You need all these employees, you need a physical building. You don't need any of that, and you also don't need any upfront capital, which is a lot what these businesses require. So in my opinion, this will be one of the most important videos on this channel, because I know a lot of you guys watching these videos on my channel are looking for ways to maybe leave a 9-to-5 job that you don't like, or you want to earn an income on the side of your current 9-to-5 job, like a side hustle. This is going to be the easiest way to do that, and probably the fastest way as well, and the most long-term solution that you can grow on as a foundation. Before we get into the meat of this, let's just talk about where most people get this wrong and where most people's focus usually is. So if, for example, you're watching this and you want to start a business of your own, a lot of people will jump straight to e-commerce, like building a brand or building a merch brand or starting an app or doing Amazon FBA. And I have done a lot of these things, so I can speak of this from experience. They jump in with all good intentions, have all this motivation, and then they quickly get overwhelmed because of how complex it is and how much capital these businesses require. I currently have an Amazon FBA business. We've got currently nearly 30 products that are selling globally around the world. Off this Amazon business, we've also started different brands that sell different types of products. It's very complex. It has required a lot of capital to get this going, because you have to pay for inventory up front. There's all the freight, which is ever increasing in price. Same goes for if you wanted to build an app. Now I know there's a lot of no-code tools now and stuff, but if you want to build an app, you probably need to hire someone who has the skills to build an app, right? That might not be you. It's not me anyway. I would steer clear from things like that. There is a very simpler way to build a one-person business and to make money on the side using social media, using the internet, and using skills that you already have, which is really important. What is a micro product, and why is a micro product perfect for anybody starting out looking to make an income on the internet? They are really simple to put together, and like I said, it doesn't require any of your capital. It just requires a bit of time, a bit of creativity. These micro products can be created from something that you already have skills and expertise in. So say, for example, on this channel, I have my copywriting course, which is built as a digital product from skills that I have acquired over the years. And I am now passing that baton down to other people who want to get started, to give them like a fast track to getting clients in that area. I also have my Passion to Profit course, which is a course on starting a YouTube channel, which is like another micro product. The good thing about having a digital product like this is that they are infinitely scalable. Like, they don't cost anything for you to put together. Like, you can put them together over a week, weekend, however big you want to make your product. You don't have to store a digital product. It's just, you're just selling pixels, right? You're selling information. So you don't have to have a massive warehouse of inventory. You don't have to hire somebody to look after that inventory or anything like that. It's just stored in the cloud or on your computer. Another thing I love about micro products as well is that it will teach you fundamental skills that you can use later on in your business career or journey. To build a micro product, there's a few key things that you need. You need to understand how to grow an audience. You need to understand how to develop a product. And you also need to understand how to market that product. We have marketing our product. There's no point having a product if we can't put it in front of people and explain to them why they need to buy it. You need to understand these key components to grow a micro products business. So what's actually possible with this model? Well, there's so many different examples online of people building huge businesses with just micro products alone, just selling digital products, right? Just selling their education online. I'm currently working with a mentor with my business partner, Peter, and we've paid quite a lot of money to be coached by this person. And he primarily sold an online education business for millions, teaching trading. He's explained to us so many different student case studies of people teaching so many different skills to people, be it from knitting, people in the fitness industry, people in, again, copywriting. You can literally sell anything, or sell education on anything. Whether you are looking to build something like that, something really big, or you literally just want a way to escape what you're currently doing, you want more freedom in your life. The reason I started my copywriting business as a freelancer and then turned that into a micro product was to have more freedom for myself. Some people will ask me, well, why are you selling a product around copywriting? Why didn't you just do copywriting if it's doing that good for you? Well, if you understand leverage, I can reach 10, 100x more people on scale teaching my knowledge than I can working one-to-one with a client. And although copywriting is still profitable for me, there are other avenues to explore. And I think I'd be stupid just to focus on copywriting as a freelancer alone. It's logical to reach a certain point as an expert with knowledge to pass that knowledge down. You look at anything, say for example, an athlete. I do a lot of mountain biking, so I'm going to use this as an example. Mountain bikers will go for their career, become a top level athlete, and then at some point they can't compete at the highest level because that's just what happens. You can't compete. You're just not as fast anymore. So what you do is you maybe step down and you either leave that industry completely, or you turn around to the people behind you and you coach them and you teach them what you've learned. And micro products is very similar. And what I want to share in this video isn't some stupid overnight millionaire thing or anything like that. I want to help you lay the foundations for long-term growth using social media and the internet. Because I still am a strong believer, such a strong believer of the internet, social media, love it or hate it, it is the best thing that's ever happened to be able to build our own incomes like this. You don't need a 9-to-5 job anymore. You don't need to be working for somebody else doing something you hate. You can literally teach other people what you know and make ridiculous amounts of money doing it and have the most amount of freedom and time flexibility you've ever wanted. So that's why I'm so passionate about talking about this stuff. I mean, I'll just go into a few more personal experiences from this. My copywriting course is one. I also sell courses and little micro products for action cameras. So I do I've got one here actually, there's one camera here. I use a lot of action cameras to record my mountain biking, and a lot of people follow me for that advice as well as the mountain biking. So it's logical for me to be like, well, here's a micro product that shows you how to record these videos like I do. And all you need to do is slap a small price tag on it to share your knowledge. And it's not scammy or anything like that. Like, you're literally sharing something of value with somebody for a very low investment for them to learn a skill. Can you imagine if you made a micro product that was like $20, $30, not too expensive at all, and you had a small audience of say 1,000 people on social media and a small percentage of those people convert into sales and customers? That's a nice little income from a tiny little product. And all you're doing is teaching people what they want to learn. It's really simple stuff. It's not complicated at all. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Other examples could be fitness instructors, fitness enthusiasts offering nutrition plans, personal trainers offering training programs to achieve a certain outcome, templates on websites like Canva. I mean, just go and check out websites like Gumroad, Udemy, which is like an online platform that sells courses, and you'll see the scale of this, right? And what you can do on there is you can search your interest. So say, for example, you are interested in mountain biking or copywriting. Search those things on Gumroad and Udemy and just look at what's on offer. And you'll see the scale of what people are already offering you as like little micro products. You don't have to make the latest and greatest invention. You just have to be unique in offering your unique skill set to the table. That's the unique thing. You're not trying to invent something new. Never think that you are inventing something new here. You're not coming up with an original idea, because that is almost impossible to do nowadays. But what you are doing is you're bringing your experience to the table, which is unique to you. So there's only one of you, which is unique. And there will be a certain number of people who want to follow in your footsteps. So let's talk about the tools that you need for building a micro products business. So first of all, we need a way of generating traffic, right? And traffic is just eyeballs on what you're doing. If we don't have eyeballs on what we're doing, no one's going to see our micro product. And the best way to generate traffic is on social media. Love it or hate it, social media is the best way to do it, and it's free. It's free to use. You can share your ideas with the people on social media and slowly start to build an audience of people who love what you're doing. Now, I personally would just pick one platform to start with. Just pick one platform. Don't try and think you need to be everywhere and omnipresent on all of them, because that's just going to burn you out and you're going to be vanilla across all the platforms. I love YouTube because I love sharing long form videos like this. I love the platform itself. I love the opportunities on there. There's also Instagram as well. TikTok, LinkedIn is a massive space as well, massive opportunity if you like X or Twitter. If you enjoy writing, you can write on there and build an audience. But for me, I just love YouTube. You can put evergreen videos on here, which basically means videos are going to get views for months and years to come. They're not just going to get a spike of engagement like on Instagram and then just nothing else for the rest of the time. So once we get eyeballs on what we're doing, we need somewhere to collect email addresses, because we want to collect email addresses to build an asset for our business. On social media, no matter how many subscribers or followers you have, all that information and data belongs to the platform. It's not yours. You don't own someone's data. So if your account for some reason gets deleted, or Instagram or YouTube one day says, we don't like you, see you later, you've just lost everything. So what we do is we can use platforms like ConvertKit or MailChimp, any of these platforms, to start collecting email addresses. So this is basically where we're saying to people, come and give me your email address in return for this valuable thing. I'm going to give you some more information on whatever it is you want to know. And the good thing about email addresses and inboxes is that they're more alive than ever. There's less noise in an inbox than on social media. You're not trying to fight for someone's attention. You've already got it. And then from there, we can start building trust and building a relationship with these people on our email list. An email list is one of the most powerful tools that you can build. Then we need somewhere that we can take payments. Once we build our micro products, we have got traffic, we've collected email addresses, we want to start selling our micro product to these people who are interested in it. So there's many different ways you can accept payments. Some of the tools where you collect email addresses, like ConvertKit, you can take payments through there, and you can connect it through Stripe, through websites like Stripe, or Gumroad also is a great place to host a course and take payments. PayPal as well. All these are real simple. Don't overcomplicate this. I'm just trying to give you the high level of how all these micro products work and the system that you need to have in place. Pro tip as well on pricing. It's a micro product. Just keep the pricing low to start with. Don't go crazy, right? Keep it simple and start with some that's low cost offer to build trust with people. Say for example, down the road, you want to introduce a product that is higher ticket, that's a few hundred or a few £1,000s or dollars or wherever you are in the world watching this. If somebody has already bought from you in the past, be it they've spent £1 with you or £20, they're much more likely to buy further down the road, because they've built that trust with you. I don't know what it is about exchanging money, how much it is. It's way different than getting someone to go from a completely cold lead who's never spent a penny with you to spending hundreds of thousands. Just put a small micro product together that is £27, £47 that solves a very specific problem and helps beginners. That's all you need to do. Let's talk about what is a micro product. So I've talked about micro products a lot so far and the structure of how to build one, or how to get people to your micro products. But what is a micro product? A micro product is simple, it's focused, and it's instantly consumable for people, or easily consumable. We're not trying to put together whole courses here, things that take years to put together. We're trying to take people who are from, say, complete beginner to step 1 or step 2, so they are proficient at a skill. For example, my copywriting course is something that's a little bit more than a micro product. It is a complete course that teaches you how to get your first few paid clients, how to start making a little bit of money online. It's a bit more than a micro product. But I could offer something that was a watered down version, or a foundational level program of that, which would be like half the price or a quarter of the price. That is what I would class as a micro product. And it kind of gives people a bit of an introduction to what you're doing and what you may offer down the road. Now, how do you create a micro product? Like, what do you use? Depending on like how you want to present. I love video. I love presentations. So you could do a video like this where it's like loads of video modules of you talking through things. It could also be a screen share. So you could be showing people on your screen like tutorials of how to do things specifically. And you can use a website like Loom for that. That's a free recording software. You can use Google Docs, PowerPoint, Canva. Again, don't overthink this and think you need everything cinematic. I'm sat here in my little tiny office with an action camera and a microphone, and that's literally all I'm using. You don't need any fancy equipment. Maybe down the road you want to reinvest and get better lighting, better audio, and improve that. But for starting out, don't let the equipment be the thing that holds you back. Just use what you have. Even a phone is good enough to start with, to start sharing your ideas and creating a micro product. Then we want to look at making something called offer content, or offer-driven content. Let's say we've got the foundations all in place now for your micro products. We've got presence on social media, or we've got some sort of a way to share our ideas. We have a way to collect email addresses. We have our micro product. We have a way of taking payments. That's the foundation of everything you need. It's not that complicated. Now all you need to do is create offer-driven content. So this is content that solves a specific pain point. It could be a tutorial on something that is inside your micro product. It's like the preliminary step someone should watch to get the aha moment, the light bulb moment. Oh, that's interesting. That makes them want to take the next step with you. And then the next step could be a link in your description of a YouTube video, a link in your bio on Instagram, or a link on X or Twitter. You just need to start posting content. One thing I will say here is that don't get disheartened if your videos or content gets hardly any engagement, hardly any views to start with. When you start posting on YouTube, there will be a time where your videos will be shit. They won't get any traction, they won't get any views. It doesn't matter, because on a platform like YouTube, they will be going out all the time to try and find an audience for your videos. You don't need hundreds of thousands of views to get 10, 15, 20 customers. You just need the right people to watch your videos. So you should make videos on a schedule that works for you, whether it's a video a day, a video a week, 2 videos a week, whatever. I probably would say 3 videos a week to start with. Real simple ones like this, not overcomplicated. If video is your thing, post it and look at the data after a couple of weeks. See what sort of content resonates with your audience. Like, what are people liking more? What are people not engaging with as much? And then you can start tailoring your content to what gets the most engagement and what people see. I'll give you a bit of a structure of how to structure videos, posts, whatever. Hook people in to start with. So the hook of this start of this YouTube video was essentially building a micro product, which is how to build a side income with skills you already have. That's kind of the hook in the most generic sense for me. You're gonna hook someone in, which is most important because you want to grab someone's attention. Then you want to go through the pain points. And then you want to offer a solution and maybe a soft pitch, which is a link to your product. Really simple. You can also reuse content from your micro product for ideas to save time. If your micro product covers a specific topic or how to do something, take an element of your micro product and break that down in a piece of content. That's a really good way of doing it. So how do we find our niche and build authority in something? You might be sat there wondering, this all sounds great. Micro products are a good idea, Alex, but I don't have any skills, or how do I identify what skills I already have? There's a few different points on this. One, you can look at what you're already good at. My core skills are building brands, copywriting, mountain biking, making YouTube channels. They're all my core things. So I would ask myself, like, what skills or interests do I already have? And could I turn that into a micro product? Because I can guarantee every single person watching this video has a skill, interest, or passion they can turn into a micro product. I can guarantee that. Also look at what problems you've solved for yourself, because then you've already got a guaranteed market of one. And there's definitely more people like yourself who've gone through the same process. They've got the same problem. And there's definitely things, if you look back on your life, that you have solved for yourself. Pay attention to what people are coming to you for advice on, because I guarantee there'll be a certain thing that people always come to you for advice on, be it something that you're really good at. I call this your bat signal talent. Like, what is your bat signal talent that people come to you for advice on? Pay attention to that, because that could be a good idea for a micro product. So let's talk a bit about validating and selling your offer. If you go out and build a product and there's no audience for it, then you've just wasted a ton of your time. Well, you're not wasting your time, but the better way to do this is to validate something before you build it. This is basically asking your audience, hey, I'm thinking of putting this together. Do you want this? Or even just asking your audience first what they want and then going and building it. Giving people what they need or what they want. Instead of building something you think people want and then finding out crickets, no one wants it. To not waste time and do that, you want to be asking your audience, asking the people on your email list, what can I specifically help you with? What do you want from me? And you can build products around the answers that you get from that. I think I might do some more videos about this topic on this channel because I'm really passionate about this stuff and teaching people how to build micro products themselves, copywriting being one of them for mine. I will leave a link in the description below so you can check that out. Feel free to join it if you want, but it's more just to show you, like, that's one of the products that I have built. Maybe if this is of interest to people, I will do some more trainings around micro products and how to start a business like this. But leave any comments below and I'll see you in the next video.